Alright, what's up y'all? Today, I'm going to be reviewing the 2008 Acura TL Type-S. So, this car has 133,099 miles on it. It's my car. This is my daily driving vehicle. I don't drive it that much anymore because I don't drive every day, but it's still a great all-around vehicle, both on the weekdays and on the weekends. So let's go for a quick walk around. So this car is absolutely beautiful. Still holds its own today. It looks fantastic and gets looks everywhere I go. It's finished in NightHawk Black Pearl, and the interior is finished in Ebony and silver or gray, whatever you want to call that. It's got a very, very aerodynamic shape to it, and it still holds its own. It looks so modern. Like, everyone is always shocked when they find out that it's a 2008 model. The wheels are absolutely beautiful on this thing. I get compliments everywhere I go about the wheels, about the shape, about the exhaust tips, about everything. The taillights. These taillights are fantastic. I've actually had people saying that they don't think that this is stock and that I'm lying. Those are stock taillights. And those quad exhaust tips have always been really amazing to me. I love that staggered look on them. They look so cool. You know, how it's kind of slanted and cut. It looks fantastic. And the car is just so well proportioned. It's absolutely amazing. But there are always going to be flaws, which comes with driving around in a 12-year-old car. It's aging a little bit. Like, it feels old when you drive it a little bit, but it's still amazing. It handles amazing for a stock vehicle, but mine is not stock. Mine has a stage 3 muffler delete, which is basically replacing the mid muffler with straight pipe and replacing the resonator with the Dynomax race bullet. And I also have an Injen cold air intake, and that's all I have for performance mods. I have a few cosmetic mods, which are mainly in the interior. I put that Type-S badge over there because it looks cool, and I kind of want to have that Type-S badge on there. And so, let's take a look at the back seats. No one uses the rear seats. I mean, I'm the only one who drives my car, but very spacious, very, very comfortable. The seats in this car are amazing, very, very comfortable. And while we go on the drive, I'm going to talk about some things that you have to be wary of when getting this car. So, this car, if you're going to look into one, you need to make sure you have that timing belt and water pump replaced, because most of these are over 100,000 miles. And also the ball joints. The ball joints on this car go bad. But it just depends. I mean, if the car has been lowered in the past, you might really want to get those ball joints checked out. I personally haven't had mine changed yet, but I think they're good. I'm going to go get them checked out sooner or later, because my car's never been lowered. It's been stock throughout its whole life. I'm talking about the ride height, that is. And you need to make sure this car is well maintained. I mean, I faced some problems with this. I didn't do my research before buying it, and I had to suffer because this car had a good amount of issues, which I didn't really look into because I was in such a rush to buy it, and I loved it so much, so I bought it, and I paid the price. I had to get a lot of things fixed, and you know, I had the motor mounts broken. You need to get those checked out as well, and a few other things like that. So that screen is insanely outdated, as you can see. It doesn't really matter. I mean, a lot of people I know use their screen, they get the screen replaced with like an aftermarket screen where you can have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. If you're interested in having a little project, you can do the Nexus Tablet project. One of my friends actually has a TL Type-S, and he has a Nexus Tablet project which he did in his car. I'll link that in the description below for anyone who is interested. And my dash is not actually cracked. I just cover it because I really want it to be protected. Cracked dash is another big problem on this car. Mine's not cracked, but I want to protect it, so I keep that dash covered. It doesn't really bother me. And I keep the car looking clean all the time. I was going to get a 6-speed manual transmission, but they're a little expensive and it's out of my budget. But the automatic does good. The automatic it's a 5-speed automatic. It's, you know, it's not perfect. The shift points are a little laggy. It's not by laggy, I mean it's not as quick as you want it to be. Even the 6-speed manual base TLs are faster than the automatic Type-S's. The manual transmission Type-S's came with a limited slip differential, when this one does not, because it is an automatic. And so let's go on that drive. This car has Acura's ELS surround system. Pretty good sound system for a 2008 vehicle. Very nice sound system in my opinion. It has Bluetooth, but it doesn't work because the thing is, this car has a problem with the hands-free link module, which is the Bluetooth module. It's located in this mirror, in this housing over here. And a lot of people have battery drain from it because it goes bad. They're known to go bad. And a lot of people's batteries start dying because of that. So you need to get that unplugged, or you can get a new HFL unit, which is like $400. No, so not worth it. My dash cam has Bluetooth enabled in it, so I don't really need HFL anyway. This car also has aux, which you can use as well. And yeah, I have these carbon fiber shift paddles from EndlessRPM. They're $150. Really worth it in my opinion. They're very nice, and it just adds to that carbon fiber look in this car, because this car has carbon fiber trim everywhere. And this is a steering wheel cover. I would get a custom steering wheel, but they're pretty expensive. But EndlessRPM makes some great custom steering wheels for this car. And this also has carbon fiber on it too, and it's just really nice. The stock steering wheel on this car is way too thin, so you might want to get a steering wheel cover or something. I'm used to driving with very thick steering wheels, BMWs and stuff like that, and I was really not a fan of this super thin wheel. The Injen cold air intake and my stage 3 muffler delete exhaust sound fantastic. This car sounds so good. Like, it's like therapy, the sound, just listening to that exhaust. It's perfect. The stage 3 muffler delete is a great way to go if you get the job done right. Don't go to like some cheap muffler shop because they're gonna ruin it. You get a good weld. And if you're really looking into an exhaust, like I didn't really have the budget for an exhaust, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to spend $1,000, and they're really hard to come by. You can get Accelerate, ATLP, pseudo catback. Those are all very popular on this car. I'm thinking about getting a J-Pipe pretty soon. But you know, I mean, I already spent a lot of money on this car trying to fix it up, so I'm trying to not waste more money, you know. And it's perfect the way it is. I mean, I'm okay with the performance. I believe this car has 287 horsepower or something stock. 287 horsepower, 256 pound-feet of torque. Pretty good, pretty healthy figures. And like I said, the handling in this thing is fantastic. This car handles so good. You only remember that it's front-wheel drive when you're like doing a hard acceleration from a stop because of the torque steer. But it's very hard. This car hides its front-wheel drive roots very well. It's very, very hard to tell it's a front-wheel drive vehicle, you know? Very smooth drive. Cabin is very well insulated in this. And like I said, the seats are insanely comfortable. They are amazing. It feels like sitting on a couch. I mean, Acura used very crappy leather on these cars. That's why most of them are ripped or cracked. My driver's seat's pretty cracked, but I condition it every 3 months. I mean, I can't complain that much because this car has 133k miles and it's 12 years old. The seats are still pretty good for, you know, being that old. I mean, a couple of my friends who have TLs, their seats like ripped and stuff, so I'm glad I don't have that, because I mean, I maintain the leather very well. As I was saying, this car it's a great first car. I mean, less than 10 grand, most of them, but actually, you know, if you're trying to get one in good condition, you're gonna be spending above 10 grand. You can get like a really crappy one for less than 10k, but I suggest you stay away because, you know, even though I got one in really good cosmetic condition, it still had a few mechanical problems. But if you can find one that's been well maintained, like 1 owner, 2 owner, whatever, go for it. But make sure you don't overpay or anything like that. Try going for a 6-speed manual. Those are very, very rare though. Good luck finding one of those. They're amazing, but very rare. And also, kinetic blue pearls are a very rare color on this car as well. I have NightHawk black pearl. Looks fantastic. I think that it's the second best color on this car in my opinion. I would prefer to have KBP, but you know, can't have everything. I was going to get one, but they were charging way too much and it was in such bad condition. It's like people charge way too much for KBP models because of that. But as I said, this car will get everywhere I go. Anytime I meet someone, always complimenting the car. This car makes a great first impression, especially if you get it in NightHawk Black Pearl. It's just such a sleek, business-like looking car. It looks so good and it looks so sleek. People stare at it, people ask questions about it, people love it, everyone loves it, and you just look like a boss pulling up in this thing. I'm serious. Like, anytime I go to meet someone and pull up in this car and they see me come in this car, they're like, wow, your car looks amazing. I'm like, thank you. I love it too. Let me stick this thing in manual mode real quick. Told you it sounded good. It sounds so amazing. I'll be making some more drives in the future. This was just a quick overview, quick review and a quick drive. I'll be making some more drives in the future. And let's finish this video off with a few revs. And that's all I got for y'all today. If you enjoyed this video, stay tuned for more. I'll be making more videos on a bunch of different vehicles, and I'll be making more videos on the Type-S because videos on this are very requested and a lot of people love this car. So I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.